A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, Mid-HudsonNews.com. It's Monday, July 15th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Congressman Mike Lawler and Richie Torres announced plans in the wake of the assassination attempt on former President and candidate Donald Trump to introduce legislation for enhanced Secret Service protection to Trump, President Biden, and candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The attempted assassination of Trump was a dark moment in the hour of the nation's history, Lawler and Torres said in a joint statement Sunday. As reports continue to emerge, it's clear that more protection is needed for all major candidates for president, they said. They said anything less than increased protection would be a disservice to our democracy. Lawler is a Republican, Torres is a Democrat. The Orange County Land Trust has started the process to secure conservation easements on over 400 acres of land in the Neversink River watershed. The two parcels of privately owned land are in the town of Deer Park. Land Trust Director of Conservation, Kyle Sandusky, says the $50,000 from the Nature Conservancy in New York will be used for appraisals and other planning costs.
Fortunately, Orange County is kind of situated at a ecological crossroads where the southernmost tip of species to our north happen to reside, and the northernmost tip of species to our south reside. And it's really important to protect that corridor to allow, species to migrate back and forth, especially as the climate changes.
Sandusky says the actual cost of the easement will come from the Open Space Institute. Thousands lined along a newly revised parade route for Port Jervis Fire Department's 166-year-old annual inspection parade on Saturday. The new majority on the Newburgh School Board will vote tomorrow to restore the 103 positions that were cut by the former board majority at a June 27th session. The cuts included teachers, teachers' aides, CSEA workers, and others, including maintenance workers. Board President Christine Bello said last night that the education of the students comes first when making budgetary decisions.
We can't be cutting out teacher positions at the same time expanding the already bloated bureaucracy at the top. It just makes no sense.
All school board meetings are held at the Board of Education building downtown in the city of Newburgh, but since the district encompasses the city as well as the towns of Newburgh and New Windsor, the board plans to rotate locations of the twice-monthly sessions. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
The SNAP Ed New York program in the Hudson Valley announced a successful collaboration of a pilot project aimed at reducing local food waste and promoting community nourishment. The initiative was organized with Cornell Cooperative Extension Orange County's gleaning program by successfully providing local apples from Christ Brothers orchards in Montgomery to students in the enlarged city school district of Middletown. Jeff Christ, head of the family-owned apple farm, says they love to give back to the community.
One of the things I enjoy about this profession is knowing that we as a farm and our whole team here do a little bit to help feed the people of the world. We have to be economically viable, but we also really enjoy doing food donations where there's an appropriate need. And I actually deliver 3 boxes of apples every week to the Montgomery Food Pantry.
Christ also provides 12,000 pounds of apples 1 to 2 times a month to the Hudson Valley Food Bank. The city of Poughkeepsie will be exploring the possibility of creating a business improvement district to breathe new life into the downtown retail corridor along Main Street. Mayor Yvonne Flowers and the Common Council have lent their support to developing the bid. The city of Middletown has a very successful bid for a number of years. Schools have been in session for law enforcement officers who hit the books and bicycles to master skills needed to safely patrol the streets. A week-long training led by Kingston Police Officer John Kurtz and Ulster County Sheriff's Deputy Griff Lua focused on tactical, practical, and community engagement strategies.
It's practical, it's useful, and in this era of community relations, bikes bring you closer to the people as compared to being in a patrol car. Patrol car is like a barrier.
Kingston Police Chief Egidio Tinti supports the bike beat for his officers as a way of reducing crime and improving quality of life issues. A member of the violent gang Bully Hard Hunna Blood pled guilty in federal court to shooting a 16-year-old bystander to death in Poughkeepsie during a June 2020 dispute with members of a rival Bloods gang, the untouchable Guerrilla Stone Nation. 31-year-old Elijah Bermudez of New York City faces up to 20 years in prison for murdering Frederick Wells. 3 months later, a retaliatory September 2020 broad daylight shooting led to the death of 15-year-old Jelani Junes of Poughkeepsie. Bermudez is scheduled to be sentenced in October. A noontime three-vehicle crash on Sullivan County Route 115 in the town of Coshecton resulted in the death of one of the drivers, state police said. Troopers said a preliminary investigation revealed that a 2024 Ford 650 budget rental truck and a 2023 GMC were traveling north on County Route 115 when the budget truck crossed over into the opposite lane and struck a 2023 Freightliner truck traveling south. The driver of the GMC, the sole occupant, was identified as 37-year-old Sheer Singh of Middletown. He was transported to Garnett Health Medical Center in Callicoon, where he was pronounced dead, police said. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.